Over the last few years, there's been a lot more demand for short run. I get quote requests daily for 250s, 100s, and even sometimes down to 10s.
The J-Press has allowed us to give those customers those types of short runs at a very competitive cost.
My name is Kyle Blankenship, and I am the owner and production manager at WholesalePocketFolders.com. Our father started the business in 1981. He retired, my brother and I took over, and we started producing pocket folders. We were kind of stuck in a small niche of what we were capable of doing with our big press.
Trying to print 10 pocket folders on our other press, printing a set of plates, doing a 100-sheet make-ready. You're still into this thing now for over $100.
It was very difficult for us to compete short run with some of the gang run printers. This is our very first digital press, and the digital has just really allowed us to move outside of what we were familiar with. The J-Press was our first choice probably because of the overall quality of the press. I liked the better resolution. The gamut of color was really large. The solids, the darker colors, the blacks and the blues. When we were originally looking into the J-Press, we estimated somewhere around 50 to 60% of all of our work would probably move over. And when we got it here, it ended up being a little bit closer to 80%. One of the main factors that we really loved was just being able to switch from one job to the next with no downtime.
No pausing, it's just flawless. Next sheet, boom.
Previous to getting a digital press, our average job would often stretch into maybe like the 3-day mark, and now it's much easier for us to hit same day.
You can literally put over 2,000 sheets in the feeder and go 100 run, 250 run, 500 run, 1,000 run. You're doing 4 different runs in less than an hour. One of the things that the J-Press brought over to it was really being able to focus on the shorter run of things. People are wanting to make changes. They're not trying to do a 250,000 pocket folder run and spread it out for the entire year, which is actually even better for me. I'm being able to offer to my customers, I could do 10 folders within less than 30 seconds. I can tell you that I would take those 10 runs, do 250 of them per day, and be perfectly happy. The customers are absolutely loving the fact that now they got a source to do real short run. And we're talking quality short run at a very reasonable price. That's what gives me the advantage to everybody else that's running an offset press. That's what's going to allow me to grow. That is what just customers, they want to hear. If that's where it goes, I mean, if every 5-10 years it's just going shorter and shorter runs, it's going to have to be a real talk to go back into offset.
We have increased the volume on the short runs. We've also just expanded what we're offering as a company.
Customers are bringing us other things that we don't typically do, but we're now being able to quote on those things, and it's creating other avenues for us to go down.
Now getting into packaging and variable data is definitely going to be an option for us moving forward. We've already done a few jobs.
It being able to run 18 points and 24-point cardstock is going to allow us to go into all kinds of different avenues. Dad said to us, like back in the early 2000s, he would sit there and say, if anything were to ever happen to me, don't go digital. You'd hear the quality's not there, the contracts, the clicks. Kyle and I are so happy that we have got to go completely against everything he's now said. Now, Dad absolutely loves it. He's seen the sheets that have came off. He's just so impressed with everything. Dad now sees it that the kids are gonna have a lot easier time than what I did. So with Fujifilm, we're rocking and rolling.